The head of the armed forces could be labeled a member of the parallel structure if he fails to assist the government in purging certain members of the military, according to a former top army commander. The former intelligence director of the General Staff, Lt. General İsmail Hakkı Pekin, said in an interview with today's Zaman that after recent allegations of there being over 1,000 tip-offs concerning members of the parallel structure within the Turkish Armed Forces, TİSK, the commanding officers of the army want proof and are refraining from acting solely on letters of complaint. Pekin also expressed that he believed the government could label current Chief of General Staff Gen. Necdet Özel a member of the parallel structure if he fails to comply with the government-led purges of personnel within the army. Pekin added that he thought the reason the head of the General Staff took medical leave, a highly unusual event in Turkish military tradition, was because of pressure from the government and the presidency to instigate the witch hunt, saying, "This case parallel structure within task has turned into a sort of tug of war." The Chief of General Staff is saying there is no evidence, but the National Intelligence Organization and the presidency are pushing on. The parallel structure is a term invented by President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and his circle to refer to the Gülen movement, also known as the Hizmet movement, a grassroots social initiative inspired by Turkish Islamic scholar Fethullah Gülen. Erdogan declared the movement a treasonous enemy, accusing it of instigating a corruption scandal that went public on December 17, 2013, incriminating the upper echelons of the ruling Justice and Development Party, AK Party, his then cabinet ministers, close associates, and even his family members. Erdogan has openly declared that he would do whatever it takes to eliminate the parallel structure, even if this requires a witch hunt. In the interview, Pekin said that the commanding officers of the task are making their voices heard in meetings with politicians instead of issuing public declarations, adding that he found this approach more appropriate. Pekin then asked rhetorically, "Now is there a parallel case going on?" The army is saying, "Okay, if there are documents proving this, if there is evidence, then I'll do what is necessary. But if there aren't documents, I can't." Pekin continued, "This parallel case came up a few months ago. There were complaints coming in from MT. Now the ruling party wants nearly 1,000 people dismissed from the task. The Chief of General Staff is saying, look, we made mistakes regarding this before. There is no substantial evidence regarding these personnel, only letters of complaint. If we dismiss these people, there will be a huge purge. There are generals among them." The issue of a government-led operation to dismiss personnel within the task recently came to light when Defense Minister İsmail Yılmaz claimed that large numbers of tips were received by the government about alleged links between officers and the Gülen movement. Similar purges have been orchestrated within the police force and seen thousands of members of the police force and hundreds of members of the judiciary displaced for allegedly having links to the Gülen movement. We have gotten tip-offs about more than 1,000 people. In connection with this, both administrative investigations and investigations by the General Staff's military prosecutor have begun, Yılmaz told the state-run Anadolu news agency. What is required will be done when these investigations are finalized, he added. However, sources within the task expressed uneasiness over Yılmaz's unsubstantiated allegations, stating, on the condition of anonymity, the TİSK would never tolerate the formation of any structure that is based on a sectarian or community-based ideology.